1600s. Like, who gives a crap about it? We live in 2023. Everything changed. The society, the norms, the we are just evolving constantly. What is she talking about? 1600s.
The idea that women couldn't work and couldn't.
I'm so sorry, but that would be inherited property.
The first female millionaire was in the late 1800s.
And was that?
Who gives a fuck about the late 1800s? What are you talking about? This is how you try to justify that women shouldn't vote? Like, what? Because oh my god, this is ridiculous. It's pissing me off.
No, it wasn't. It was self-made.
Hello YouTube and welcome back to the channel. Today, as I promised, I'm gonna dive into different topics that I want to react to, and I want to know also what's your opinion. So let's just watch it together, guys. Oh, by the way, if you're here for the Harry Mack, I'm gonna continue doing Harry Mack. Yeah, let's watch this. The female Andrew Tate, Pearl Davis on why she thinks women shouldn't vote. Well, that's gonna be a tough one, girl. I don't know how you're gonna prove it, but god damn. Good luck.
Welcome back to Piers Morgan Uncensored. So Pearl Davis has racked up a legion of online followers. Welcome back to...
What did you just said? What do you mean? I couldn't understand the word what he said at the beginning.
Welcome back to Piers Morgan Uncensored. So Pearl Davis has racked up a legion of online followers and plenty of breathless newspaper coverage by sharing her incendiary views on modern feminism. The New York Post called her the female Andrew Tate, so she tapped into...
A lot of people think I'm insane because I don't think
I wonder why.
women should vote. Everybody thinks I'm crazy for this opinion. If anything, this is probably my most extreme opinion. 90% of women...
And it seems like she likes it. Like, that's what I'm saying. It's psycho already. Oh my god.
thinks I'm crazy for this opinion. If anything, this...
Everyone thinks that I'm crazy for this opinion. Yeah, girl, because you seem like you're crazy.
This is probably my most extreme opinion. 90% of women have been on birth control. 1 out of 3 women has had an abortion. 1 out of 3 women has an STD. Average body count is over 5, so that your average wife has slept with over 5 people.
Okay, we are not living in the 1800s. Like, what?
95% of women are not virgins on their wedding day.
Wow. Wow. Are you a virgin? Is she virgin? Someone let me know in the comment section. Are you virgin?
So I understand the complaint.
Okay, well, Pearl joined...
She is happy to be here. God damn.
John's been alongside...
Dude, she also have this crazy face. Like, I would be scared to go to sleep next to her. Look at that.
Political journalist Ava said...
This is the other psycho. Oh my god, this is gonna be a good one.
He was nodding furiously along there to everything she heard. Right, Pearl, you've be called the female Andrew Tate. How do you plead?
Well, I take it as a compliment. You know.
I told you she just wanna be an Andrew Tate. What? I'm proud of it. Oh my god.
I'm a fan of Andrew Tate.
Of everything he says?
It depends what we're talking about, but overall, I think he's got a good message. I think he's good for young men.
Okay, look, you're talking about women predominantly, which is why you've
This girl gives me the heebie-jeebie. I don't know why.
got this big following. And your view is that modern feminism is deeply flawed. I would argue a lot of your proposals, like taking the vote away from women, are deeply regressive. Why would you want to remove, just from yourself, the right to vote?
Well, what happened was I had the same view, right? Back when I started, I was like, why? I found out that only 5% of women wanted the right to vote.
Only 5% of the women wanted the right to vote? Is it true? And even if like...
And I couldn't figure out, like, why would women not? No, it's true. It's true.
Well,
you look it up.
at the time.
At the time.
Because they've been conditioned by men to think that they shouldn't have a vote.
I mean, that's... But, you know, I started reading their writings, right? And what I found out was that the reason a lot of women advocated for it was because they believed it was the beginning of the breakdown of the family. You know, before you became one in marriage, 85% of people were married. And, you know, I hate to say it, but they were right. What has happened 100 years later?
But what's that got to do with them having the vote?
Well, it also goes back to responsibility. Again, men.
Dude, she sounds like it's not even her own words, like her own thoughts. Like it's just, you can see the way she looks up and everything. She just calls back as something that she read from someone, probably like Andrew Tate or some, other extremist, I don't know, whatever they call them. God damn, she just like, it's not even her own thoughts. This is kind of sad.
Are 80 to 90% of the military. They run all of the infrastructures that make society run. So I just think if we want an equal say in society, then be equal. Do 50% of the hard jobs. Be 50% of the military. In the U.S.
But dude, that's not how it works. Males and females have different roles in life. Like, what is she talking about?
They're fined $250,000 if they don't join selective service, which is essentially the draft.
Okay, but
Yeah, what do you want? To send the children and the what? God, this girl. The females and the kids on the front. That's what you want to do? Yeah, equality. Like, I mean, oh my God.
specifically,
I get what she's trying to explain, that if the women really want equality and their rights to, I know where it's leading.
on the vote, what would having the right to vote have to do with family cohesion, for example?
Well, because again, before you weren't trying to divide a family. It was one family unit. You had one vote for the family. I mean, I don't think it's good for a family to have.
Dude, invent a fucking time machine and go back to the 1900s if you liked it so much. What is she talking about?
2 votes.
Ava, your mouth seems to have dropped
No,
about
do you know what it's sort of
feet.
like?
I know.
It's just sort of
Yeah, just what? My girl is just like, she's like, what?
a bit galaxy brain. I feel like, the stats that you're putting down are perhaps correct in some universe.
Which stats?
But they just kind of don't really add up. I mean, just to take you back to the to the women's writings that you've allegedly read. I mean,
Allegedly read? She's mad. This girl is mad.
Allegedly?
Well, at
What
the
do you mean
time
allegedly?
At the time that you're talking about, women weren't really allowed to write. They weren't allowed to go to school.
Yes, they
couldn't
were.
write.
Yes, they
So
were. That's
actually,
incorrect. The first
okay, what
female
year are we
property, the
talking
first
about?
female property owner was in the 1600s. The idea that women couldn't work and couldn't.
I'm so sorry, but that would be inherited property.
No.
But it's not a good thing that the first, wow, okay, but we are not living in the 1600s. Like, who gives a fuck? Plus, if you look at it that way, it's not really looking good, right? If the, what did she say? The first female property owner was in the 1600s?
At the time that you're talking about, women weren't really allowed to write. They weren't allowed to go to school.
Yes, they
couldn't
were.
write.
Yes, they
So
were. That's
actually,
incorrect. The first
okay,
female
what year are we
property, the
talking
first
about?
female property owner was in the 1600s.
Still doesn't look good, right? If the first ever female property owner was in the 1600s, let's be honest. But again, it's the 1600s. Like, who gives a crap about it? We live in 2023. Everything changed. The society, the norms, we are just evolving constantly. What is she talking about? 1600s.
The idea that women couldn't work and couldn't.
I'm so sorry, but that would be inherited property.
The first female millionaire was in the late 1800s.
And was that in
Who gives a fuck about the late 1800s? What are you talking about? This is how you try to justify that women shouldn't vote? Like, what? Because oh my God, this is ridiculous. It's pissing me off now.
No, it wasn't. It was self-made.
It wasn't.
No, yes, it was.
Self-made.
Yes, it
And
was.
she never inherited land.
Yes, she did not
And what law
inherit it.
permitted that?
What?
What law permitted that?
Well, there was no law. I mean, there's always been women that were
But
influential in
let's
history.
get on to the vote. So what I don't understand is, a part of your message. I've researched you today. And hang on a minute.
Okay.
Your big push is that you care about men and you don't think that men are getting enough of a say. But
She's not care about men. I tell you what she's doing. I think she's acting. It's a character, first of all, and for some reason she wants the appreciation of men's, or that they give her props. That's what she's looking for. She's like a simp, but in a female version. I don't know what's the female version of a simp, but that's what she's trying to do, and. Really, like, I mean, I can see this from a mile away. Like, these things are.
hang on, I haven't made the point yet.
Yeah, it makes sense. They don't go to the military as much as we do. Yeah, they work less physical jobs. Okay, yeah, makes all sense. Checks it out. What the fuck?
Because of feminism, okay? What I wonder is when you start making calls out like repeal the 19th, women shouldn't be allowed to vote, how is that helping young men? Because these young men have women in their lives, they have mothers, they have sisters, they have teachers, and they turn around, they don't know how to act around women because you're giving them license.
No, we don't give a fuck. Like the majority of men, they don't give a fuck because they're never gonna, mistreat their mom and their sister or whatever. Like just not gonna. It doesn't mean I can watch. I wouldn't take any rights from my mom or from my sister. It's like, God damn it, what is she, yo? And the fact is, she probably not that stupid because she's putting up this character.
To be misogynistic.
I wouldn't call it misogynistic. I say be equal. So again,
I
men
think
do
that's what
all of
most
the.
feminists are
Well,
saying.
then okay, I'd love for the feminists. Please apply for the oil rigs.
Why the fuck would they apply to the oil rig, you dummy? How? Why? Physically, we are way stronger. What is she talking about? We're more muscular. Why? Like, dude, I don't think that I could go to work on an oil rig. Like, dude, what are you talking about? So, what? Anyone who's not working in oil rigs or, doing... Like, women have different roles and position in the society. Not on the fucking oil rigs. And that's okay. That's perfectly okay. What are you... Yo.
Please go do the hard jobs in society.
Why
They're
don't you
open.
go and
They're
work there?
hiring because
That's okay. We are different. God damn.
I don't think men or women are equal until we do the
Right.
equal work. So no, listen. Go apply to be on the oil rigs. Go be a plumber. Go be
So based on this logic, we should take the rights to vote from every person who's not fit to work on an oil rig, do hard physical labor, or I don't know, let's say handicapped or whatever. We like, yo,
electrician. Go be on the front lines of the military, and then we should have equal rights.
the fuck.
Until feminists are willing to do that, I don't believe we should have the freedom without the responsibility.
Okay, well, I don't think that I'm physically built for that. You might be, but I'm absolutely
That's
not.
a
You,
bit-
no, but you said you
What, girl? Yo, that was smooth as fuck.
Okay, well, I don't think that I'm physically built for that. You might be, but I'm absolutely
That's
not.
a
You,
bit-
If anyone doesn't know, in woman language, that means that if we wouldn't have cameras here, I would fucking leap over the table and kill you right here on the spot. What did you said? She just said, I'm not built to work on the oil rig. You might be. Yo.
no, but you said you were
Wow,
a volleyball.
wow.
You said you were a volleyball player, and so you've got more strength than I do. I don't think
But
that
I don't
can
have more
do
strength.
those
I don't have
jobs.
more strength
But
than
I'm
the
not
average
going to take your
man.
right away to
I don't
do
have.
it.
I don't have more strength than the average man. But again, it goes back to go be a plumber. You want to be equal.
So, dude, again, you can't just take away a given right from a group of people based on their, either sex or race or ethnicity or, beliefs or because they are handicapped. Like, what is she talking about? What is she arguing now? Like, this is so stupid. The problem is that the other girl takes the bite and she's not asking the right questions.
Equal. Go be
That's
equal.
not-
You also, but you want divorce to be made illegal.
Yes.
Why?
Yes, because I don't think what we have today is really marriage. What is marriage? It's for better or for worse, for richer or for poor,
Have you ever been married?
in sickness and in health till death do us part. That's what marriage is supposed to be. But feminists have ruined marriage for the people that actually believe in marriage.
How?
When there's a 50% divorce rate and the average marriage
Why is that all down
8
to the women,
years.
though?
I can see her eyes blinking and she's just like, okay, I found the statistic. Okay, this is what he said. Okay, I agree with this. Like, this is not her thoughts. This is she's just a character. She does do it on purpose.
I didn't say that it was all down
Sorry guys, I can't talk. I'm very, very tired.
to the women.
why feminists ruin it.
You asked why I want divorce to be banned.
Yeah.
Can I finish
Yeah.
that first? So I'm saying, you know, the people that believe in divorce, go be in long-term relationships. Leave marriage for the people that actually believe in, for better or for worse, for richer or
So people shouldn't get married if they really feel like it, just because they might get divorced. Like, maybe I don't understand something.
for poor, in sickness and in health, till death do us
But
part.
doesn't the sanctity of marriage also rely on the woman being a virgin? So you wouldn't be able to get married.
I'm
Wow, this girl. Because you have another drop like this, you're gonna be dead.
what do you mean?
Well, you've spoken quite openly
What do you mean? Yo.
about how you're not a virgin. And so if you want to preserve that sanctity of marriage,
I
then,
think,
you know,
I
I just think that you're upholding standards that you don't actually live by.
you know, and that's a fair
Oh my god, he gotta love this.
complaint. I wish I was. But, you know, we can't go back. I don't know what you want me to say.
But I just don't think it's
80
fair that you get to be here and you get to be paid for your views, and you're telling other women that they shouldn't be allowed to.
I think-
and they
I-
should
what do you-
abide
what
by
is the-
some-
Hang on. Okay, let me.
This Pearl Davis face, so emotionless. It's scary the way she talks. Like, I don't know why. I'm seeing a cycle right now. Because as Bill Burr said, it takes a cycle to recognize another cycle, and this girl gives me the cycle vibes.
If I may, at some stage, jump in.
Like, she's playing a character. All her like micro movements on the face, the smile when she's trying to hide that she's getting angry or frustrated. What?
Isn't the whole point of being a feminist, though, that women are entitled to have their own views?
Absolutely. And
So she's perfectly entitled to her views.
Yeah, but you can't-
You might not like
but
them.
I'm here to
But
challenge
isn't she
them.
exercising her right as a... Are you a feminist?
No, I am not.
Really?
We just witnessed another master, cooking his craft. You guys, yo, that was genius. Yo, he knows what to ask to steer up the the shit.
No, you know, I wouldn't. Don't go that far.
You don't want to be a feminist?
No, because I think if feminists really believed in equality, but you guys don't, I would love for you. There is an oil rig hiring. There is an engineer.
Equality doesn't mean that. Oh my god, this is so stupid. Even the argument is just so stupid that it's mind blowing to me that it got to the mirror.
Love to see Ava Santin on an
No,
oil rig.
seriously. There is a building being built next to my building. Go do it, feminists. Go do it. And me,
Paul,
I'm
doing the
saying,
same job that I'm
get-
doing right
when
now.
you find the man you want to get married to, are you saying you will be with that man whatever happens the rest of your life?
yes, for the vows that we're supposed to live
How do you
by.
know you can keep them?
I mean, I think it's a choice. And that's the thing, like, women are so willing to leave marriages because they're not happy. This is not.
What else should they do if they're not happy? This is the difference between the 1800s, where you want to live, you think it was so romantic, and in 2023, but that if you're not happy with where you are in life, what you do, I mean, obviously not everyone, but especially if you're in a relationship, you can end it if you know that, it doesn't lead you anywhere and it's only causing you stress, anxiety, and you're not happy in the relationship. Then obviously at the beginning, you're gonna fight for it, but eventually you're just gonna be like, I'm not happy, I want a divorce, and that's okay. Also, there is plenty of other reasons why marriages are breaking up. It's not because of the feminism. Like, that's just maybe slight, I don't know, reason, but other than that, think about it. All the social media, or all the instant, meeting swipes on Tinder, porno access. This is ridiculous. She just wants to blame one thing on another so that he can blame that thing on the other. It's crazy.
Not about happiness. The most important thing is the children. And the problem is we have a modern society where it's me, my feelings, leave when I feel like it, instead of doing what's best for the kids.
Ava, I've got to say,
What if the person doesn't like, actually in the first years?
things like that, I think there'll be a lot of people, especially older generation women perhaps, who think, you know what, she's got a point.
Well, I mean, I believe in agency, so I think that if a woman is going to look after her children in divorce, that's absolutely fine. I also believe in your right to speak your mind about it. What I don't understand,
I'd like to
what
say,
I don't
even before the
understand-
1920s,
Do you know what I mean?
women could speak openly. This idea that like women couldn't talk the last 500 years, there have been women
I know,
throughout
but the American
history
state
that have
education
been-
system has
that have
failed
been-
before, and it's failing now.
there have been women throughout history that have read, written, and been very influential in society.
Okay.
So this idea like women could never do it.
Do you know
don't
what
believe
But when you say very influential, that means that no, they weren't. Like they weren't that influential. Maybe along the history, you know, there is a couple that I can remember that they were like really, as she says, influential. But were they?
Put down a few arguments that I think are perfectly, like, you know, they're kind of evangelical and they're Christian, but those are your right to say it. What I don't understand is when it kind of seeps into this sort of, you call women fat, you say that they shouldn't have
Are they
abortions,
fat?
you say that
Are
they
they
have
fat?
STDs. You know,
I mean, the question is, are they fat? Yes
why-
or no?
why pass
The
that kind
average
of
American
judgment?
woman is 170 pounds. That's objectively over.
Okay, now that's something else. That, yeah. With all this body positivity, and I really don't like that movement. Because obviously something that is not healthy and overweight shouldn't be celebrated. It's a medical condition. It's not good.
Overweight.
I mean, let's be honest. We now celebrate morbid obesity as some kind of body positive thing, and it is complete nonsense. So actually, on that point again, there's a bit of truth in
And this
that.
is the problem. This is the problem.
How have we come to celebrate morbid obesity as body positive? It's nonsense.
We're not talking about morbid obese. I was actually watching your podcast earlier, and you spoke to someone who was, I would say, probably a size 12, and you called her fat, obese, and a divorce.
Women, we don't want to live in reality. We don't want to say things that are true.
I gotta tell, she's right about that. Like, women are so fucking delusional.
Was she fat? Yes. Was she a divorcee? Yes. These things are just objective facts.
Okay, I'm going to have to
And
objectively.
she insulted me first. They always do.
I'm going to have to objectively end the debate, but it was an interesting conversation. I think we should get you two back together as a matter of urgency. Thank you very much, Pearl. Thank you, Ava.
Well, that was just dumb. Like, I mean, I know it's gonna be dumb. Oh my god. I don't even know what to say. And I heard she didn't really had a point. Like did you guys paid attention that this guy asked him a question at the beginning, like, why do you think? And then she started ramping about the feminism and the 1600s and the 1800s and how marriages are breaking up and whose fault it is. Like anything but to answer the question or give like an explanation why she thinks that way, because she doesn't really think that way. She just have a couple of statistics in her head. She's spewing out something that she heard from Andrew Tate or whatever because she just want to impress men so much. But this is just ridiculous. Like, dude. Either way, guys. Well, it's kind of a test. I want to test it out if people are interested in at all. Because here I can you know, go into talking more a little bit, which is good for me because I have to practice my English. I'm working on that as well, guys. Thank you, YouTube. I love you. See you in the next one. Bye bye. God damn. Fuck yeah, I just watched. Why did I watch it?